Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen and channel. So today I'm going to show you a next version of those beautiful hops bread. Here I have my flour, and to this flour I have here my 1 cup of coconut milk powder. In goes that. Here I have my baking powder. In goes that. Here I have my salt. In goes that. Here I have my flaxseed, my golden flaxseed powder. In goes that as well. And this is the whole wheat flour that I'm using. In goes that as well. I have my sugar. In goes that as well. Mix all this to combine to the flour. This is all your dry ingredients. I have my yeast mixture that has bloomed and doubled in size, and here I have my oil. So I'm going to add my oil to that yeast mixture. Give that a mix, and this is what we're going to use to knead our dough for that bread. This is the yeast, the water, 3 tablespoons of sugar from my sugar, and the oil. And little at a time goes in. We're going to mix this to make a dough. I did put an extra little bit of flour. So just have a little bit of water extra on hand. Now that your dough has come together into one big dough ball, what you're going to do now is take some oil. This is a little extra oil. Put it to the bottom of the bowl. And to the top. Dip your hands in some water, warm water. Put it at the bottom. Turn your dough around. Wet your hands again. Pass it on the top of your dough. This is just for it not to dry out of you. And that little bit of oil. You're going to cover this with a plastic wrap. And your heavy kitchen towel goes on the top. Leave it in a warm place for approximately 50 minutes to an hour. And then I'll show you when it's double what it looks like and the next steps. So after that hour that it has risen, let's check it. Beautiful. It has risen beautiful, perfectly. I mean, you can't get better than this. Remove that plastic wrap and your kitchen towel. I will give you a closer look to what this dough looks like. So now you're going to give it a gentle punch. But before doing so, you're going to have a little bit of oil to oil your hands. And I have already have my trays already oiled. And now I'm going to oil my hands, right? The back of your hands as well. Now you can use flour for this process, but I prefer using that oil. Give it a gentle punch. And what you're going to do is have a spatula if you don't want to use your hands, and just clean off the edges. Now we have two options for this. You can knead it back in your bowl and leave it to get that second rising again, or you can make your dough ball and make your little dough balls and put them in your tray to do that second rise. So whichever way you want to go about it, that's fine. Both comes out equally the same. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer this to my countertop, and I'm going to move out this, and I'm going to dust my counter surface, and I'm going to pour out this onto my counter surface. And give that a knead. Make sure your counter surface is well floured so it will not stick to it. give it that little extra knead right here. Just be gentle with it, don't rough it up. You're going to form one big dough ball. Dust your surface, turn it around. And you're going to divide it into two. Make your dough ball with each piece. Now these can make loaves as well too. Make sure your dough ball is smooth and nice. Pinch the top. And turn it around. Stop at the side, do the same for this piece. And you're going to divide these into two again. Make your smaller dough balls. Now this piece can give you one loaf. Now let me give you an idea how to go about the loaf. Right? And for the loaf, you're going to take your rolling pin and you're going to roll out this to a circle, not too big, not too small. And you're going to roll it. When it's rolled, you're going to roll it like a loaf, and then you're going to fit it into your loaf pan. And that's how you'll get that loaf. But I'm making the cups bread or the burger bread today. So now you're going to separate this as well into two little dough balls. This is to make it easier for yourself instead of dealing with one big dough ball. And you're going to cut this in 4. Each one of this is going to give you one burger bread. And you're going to make your little mini ones. Just like that. Into a ball. And place them in your dish. So I'll do a couple of pieces and I'll show you. Have your flour to flour up your hands so that sticky part would not stick on your hands. And this is approximately how it would look. I'm going to do the rest and I'll show you what it looks like. Continue making your little dough balls. We're going to separate this into 4 again. Now if you want it bigger, you can use one of this to do a bigger burger bread or a burger bun. Right, I'm going to continue and I'll show you. I have made out all, and let me show you what it looks like. This is one tray, and I also have another tray here. So I'm going to set this aside. And I'm going to cover it with that plastic wrap. And you're going to cover this back with your heavy kitchen towel. And you're going to leave this to raise for another 50 minutes or 30 to 50 minutes before it goes into the oven. I'm going to do 1 tray garlic style, garlic and herb, and I'm leaving 1 just like that. I'll show you that next step when it's risen again. This is garlic butter for my bread. So here I have some grated garlic, 2 heads of grated, peeled and grated garlic, and I have my butter here, which will be added to that. But before I add my butter, I'm going to add in, this is my parsley, garlic and herb. So I have here 1 tablespoon of that goes in. I have some onion powder, one tablespoon of that goes in. Now if you don't want to grate fresh garlic, you can use 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of that garlic powder. And here I have oregano, which is optional, but I will add half of tablespoon because it's a very strong herb, so I don't want to take over that garlic flavor from it. And here I have my finely chopped up pimento peppers, which is optional as well. In goes that. The pepper is optional, but it gives the bread a nice flavor, an extra flavor to it. You can chop up your garlic here as well too, but I find when I grate it, it has a more garlic flavor to it rather than it's chopped. But you can do whatever is convenient for you. And now I will add my melted butter to that. You can use olive oil if you like. And you're going to give this a mix. I also have some oil here that I will add. It needs more oil, so I'm going to add in some more oil. Then goes that. As I said, you can use olive oil if you like. And give that a mix. And you're going to use this mixture to brush on top of your bread or your burger buns. It's a garlic and herb, so it needs a little bit of oil again. I don't want to add too much of the butter because the butter has the salt and I don't want a too salty top. In goes a little bit again. And you're going to brush the top of your bread with this garlic and herb butter spread. I'll show you a closer look at it. Okay, and this you can use to make garlic bread as well too. So I'll show you the brushing part of it. Check the the bread. And you see how it has doubled beautifully. Bread has doubled beautifully, and I'm going to baste one with that garlic herb butter, and I'm going to do this one. So here I have my garlic herb butter. If you don't have pimentos, you can use pepper flakes in it. So let's give this a go and see. Right, you're going to put a spoonful. You can taste it with your spoon. Let me see how this brush here is working, because I don't want to deflate. I don't want to deflate that bread. So I'm going to use a plastic spoon instead. Just smother all that paste on the top of it. This is going to give it that extra flavor. That garlicky, buttery flavor. So I'm going to do the rest, and then I'll show you what it looks like, because I am going to take my time with this. I do not want to deflate that resin bread. But you see how beautifully it's coming along. So I'll show you when it's finished what it looks like. So there we go. It's all smothered with that garlic herb butter with lots of pimentos and parsley flakes and oregano. And this is my regular tray. So I'm going to put them into the oven, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. This is going to be really delicious, and if you want, you can sprinkle some grated cheese as well on it, and it will be a cheesy garlic bread. If you're doing it in the loaf, smother it like a pizza on the loaf and then roll it, and you will get this flavor inside of the loaf, or little mini roll ones. It will be really, really nice.